We caught up with Anne Bradbury, the CEO of the American Exploration and Production Council, who explained that the methane emissions in American natural gas have dropped substantially over the past few years. I also asked her about Jason Grimet's comment, which we highlighted in our first RNC episode, that he sees natural gas in a, quote, race to compete with renewable energy in the U.S.
So in the power sector, the majority of emissions reductions have been driven by natural gas. So renewables have played a role in emissions reductions, but the main driver has been natural gas displacing coal. And so that's the story in the power sector. But if you look at the production sector itself and how we're producing that energy, American energy producers continue to drive down the emissions profile of U.S. produced oil and natural gas. The methane emissions intensity of U.S. produced oil and gas has dropped by about 60% just over the last 7 years.
So we talked to Jason Grimet from ACP yesterday, and he brought up a really interesting point about sort of, they want very much an all of the above competition here, and they're not anti-natural gas. But I think there's kind of a sentiment on the left that if you're a fossil energy producer, you're reflexively anti-renewables. What's your take? And if we're off base, why?
We share Jason's perspective that all sources of energy are going to be needed and that natural gas in particular is extremely complementary to the build out of renewables. It's really interesting for me when I go out in the field. Sometimes I see a lot of our producers' production facilities are actually powered by solar. We were in Wyoming recently, and there's a lot of solar in Wyoming. There's a lot of solar in Texas, and so you even see oil and gas producers utilizing some of those renewable technologies to power those operations. So we are pro all of the above energy. We believe in continuing to find the right mix of energy sources to deliver affordable, reliable, and more sustainable energy.